Hey, Dave, it felt like the game, really turned there with that big fifth inning that you guys put together. I wonder, from your perspective on the field, just how did the feel of the game change?
Yeah, I think that the game changed a little bit when Stewart hit the home run. Opposite field, he really hit it well because I thought Pinnell pitched really well against us. And, he gave him three plus 4 innings right in there of really good, pretty quick innings, and it was efficient. We had only hit a couple balls hard on him, really, and then it seemed like things changed a little bit in the fourth. I thought Stewart had the really good at bat, and then he hits the home run, and then it seemed like we maybe had a hard out, but they came out in the top of the fifth and hit a couple balls hard, but they didn't score. And then obviously, I just felt like that inning was started by TJ in the 9-hole who took, I think, a 3-2 count walk. I just know he walked, and then Damian fought off a pitch 2, got a single, and then walk and a single, walk and a single. I mean, I know that we scored 10 runs before we made an out. We had 5 hits in there and 5 walks. I mean, I tell these guys all the time, just let the next guy get it done, take your walks, fight. And we laid off some pitches, fouled off some pitches. We just put together some really good at-bats. And then, honestly, TJ got him a hanger and hit a curveball out of the park. And, the game was pretty much over then. But I think it was up and down the lineup. But for the first 3 innings, it was pretty lethargic on our side.
It felt a little bit like that 4th inning at South Carolina last Friday. You feel like the offense has that spurt ability to it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, because we like our hitters. They can hit. Sometimes they get themselves out like all hitters do, but when we get it rolling, I feel like that we can beat you in many ways. We can steal a base. A lot of times they have big innings, they have to give you something. It has to be a walks or errors. And whenever that happens, we usually take advantage of it. And tonight was exactly what happened.
For a couple of weeks, we've been talking to you about, and I know you moved Nolan up tonight, but that 8-9 with Souza and Pompey, how things have switched and flipped for them last 2.5 weeks or so. And Pompey, it was that way for him tonight. What have you seen from him of late and in particular tonight?
From Pompey?
From Pompey, yes.
Just probably a little more patient at the plate. And I think when he would get a pitch, it seemed like 2 weeks ago back, he would foul it off. And now he doesn't miss it as much. And that's what you got to do, man. If they make a mistake or they leave something in the middle of the plate, you're lucky to get one of those in at bat. And he's been squaring it up. I mean, that last ball he hit was really hit hard. And I'd say that's probably the main thing. But he's done a good job of slowly coming out of that early season, slump a little bit, and has really helped us. And some people, they get all carried away with the hitting. Oh, he's hitting ninth. To me, you're hitting leadoff, and then maybe you can drive in some runs from the guys in the middle. So, you just want that lineup to be long. And I felt like tonight, especially when Carter came in there, our lineup got about 9 deep, which is what you want.
With Pompey, I mean, when you have guys who are struggling, say like maybe Cujillo right now, are you able to point at someone like him and say, hey, look at him 2 weeks ago and now look at where he is now?
Yeah. I think what you do is what we've been doing is you watch a little video and you start showing him things, and you got to make some adjustments. You've got to be willing to make adjustments in game, even during bats. You might have to move up in the box. You might have to just make some slight adjustments and, try something different. And, I think we need to get Cujillo going. I mean, we need him, but he's got to find a way to work out of this, and we'll try to help him.
You brought Rutenbar in. You mentioned him a second ago. I mean, just what did you think about the 2 at-bats that he gave you?
The first at bat, I thought he did a really good job. He fouled off a couple of pitches. He had a 2-2 count. And obviously when the ball left the bat, first time I thought it was out of the park. I was shocked that it stayed in. I think he caught it just towards the end of the barrel. And then his second at bat, he didn't waste any time because everybody's giving him a hard time about that ball not going out of the park. And he hit that one a lot harder, hit it on the line, it carried out, and two really good at bats. And that was a big swing that he took in that fifth inning that kept the train rolling down the track, man, and just passed the next guy, ball off the wall. Next guy comes up, walks. Next guy hits a homer.
So I feel like he gives you pretty consistently good at bats. Like even when he's out, he puts pretty competitive at bats together.
Yeah, he'll fight you a little bit. He's got a pretty good eye at the plate. He's got a lot of confidence at the plate, and I think everybody's starting to see it now.
Your thoughts on Peyton Lee and the start he gave you?
The first inning he came out, he just pounded the zone. I think in the second inning he walked the leadoff man on 4 or 5 pitches, and he ended up scoring. And I think he walked another batter in that inning. Bases loaded. Luckily, the leadoff man popped up because that could have been a really big inning for them. And I don't know. I thought his stuff was pretty good. Command was average. First inning it was good. Just got to be more consistent. I've said it before, whenever you have in-state freshman pitcher pitching against an in-state college team that's up here, knows a lot of people, there's a lot going on. I'm glad we got through it, and I feel like his next outing will be even better.
I'd be interested in knowing the last time a freshman came in and struck out the side the way Briscoe did in his debut. What did you think about the way that he performed there?
I thought he did a great job, obviously. He comes out, he's been throwing. He's slowly getting his arm, in shape. He's had some issues with it, getting it built up, getting it strong. We've been talking about him a lot, trying to get him in the game. We want to see him do it in the game, but he's been pitching to throwing to some hitters live, and he's been getting after him pretty good. So glad he got in there. It doesn't surprise me that he struck outside. He's throwing the ball 96, 97 miles an hour. Very first pitch of his college career, he throws curveballs, beauty. And the kid was all out front, and made me a little nervous when he took it to 3-2. But then he dotted one up full, and then second hitter lefty tried to jump him, and I thought he did a great job. What could you say? 13 pitches and 3 Ks.
Early in the season, midweeks, you throw to Krimmer a little bit. I noticed he was out on the availability report the other day. Is it something that's going to keep him out for very long?
He actually is. He was good to go tonight.
Okay.
And we had him available. We didn't take him on the trip. He wasn't available to pitch. Has an issue with his calf, and looks like that's been worked out. And he threw, I guess, a bullpen while we were gone. And looked at him yesterday, and so he was on the board today, which is good. We got him back.
I got one more for you, kind of off the beaten path. You guys are going to wear those specialty uniforms Friday night, honoring Norm. What did you think whenever they approached you about that concept, and how did you think those came out?
Well, I think first off, I'm super happy for Coach DeBryan. I played for him, coached with him, been around him for many years, and I just think it's a big honor for him to, we're all going to be wearing the same uniform, but they all say number 23 on the back, and they have his name, I think. So a little different hat, which is kind of cool. I'm excited about it, and I'm happy for Coach.
All right.